Think Jim Crow was just about segregation? It defined life for African Americans for decades. Today, we're exploring the Jim Crow laws, a system of control and segregation that lasted for decades after slavery. I'm Carolyn A. from GettingToTheRoots.com. Let's dive in. Jim Crow laws emerged in the southern United States after Reconstruction, around the 1870s. While the legal framework of Jim Crow was dismantled in the 1960s, its legacy persists in 2025 through structural racism in housing, education, voting rights, and the criminal justice system. Under the current administration, these practices risk expanding, proving that Jim Crow's impact is far from over, it has simply evolved. These laws enforced racial segregation and stripped African Americans of their civil rights. They were designed to uphold white supremacy under the guise of separate but equal. Here are some key Jim Crow laws and practices. Segregation of schools. African American children were forced into underfunded schools. Public transportation. Black passengers were required to sit in designated sections, often at the back. Voting restrictions. Poll taxes, literacy tests, and grandfather clauses effectively barred African Americans from voting. Interracial marriage bans. Laws prohibited marriage or intimate relationships between races. Public facilities. Separate restrooms, water fountains, theaters, and restaurants were mandated for Black and white citizens. Workplace discrimination. African Americans were restricted to menial jobs with poor pay and no upward mobility. Court inequality. African Americans were excluded from juries, ensuring unfair trials. Residential segregation. Zoning laws kept neighborhoods racially divided, limiting where African Americans could live. Police brutality. Law enforcement often upheld segregation with violence and intimidation. Well, history seekers, that's a wrap. Subscribe for more African American history. Thanks for watching. Peace and love.